Guys, make sure to stand till the end. One common mistake people make, and you're going to destroy your engine, pay thousands of dollars in repairs or engine replacement. Stay with us and we'll explain what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Super helpful video today to any of you guys trying to find out how to remove, how to replace radiator on BMW X3 X4, that generation here from year 2010 to year 2018, known as F25 or F26 generation BMW. Stay with us, we'll explain how to do that. Now, the first thing guys, we'll need to drain the coolant. So we'll talk about that, but in order to get to that radiator, we'll need to do a lot of work. It's not complicated to replace it. There is a lot of tricks that will save you time. You don't need to take the front end part or anything like that. Stay with us, we'll explain how to do that in this step today. First we need to remove the engine undercover, then we need to remove intercooler, and we will continue with the radiator after that. So before we start, let us guys tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We show you guys how to fix multiple things. We fix engines, we fix guys transmissions, we fix bodywork, we show you how to fix engine codes, fuses, relays. We take them completely apart. We make at least 200 videos on every car. Why we do that? Because our mission here at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can by providing that information. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos. Check out our YouTube channels. We guys have more than 17,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. And if you need to buy parts, tools to fix your cars, we're going to share the information in the description of the video below. Let's start on it now. So guys, now in order, first we need to drain the coolant, right? In order to do that, we need to go ahead on that BMW X4, X3 will be exactly the same way. We need to remove the engine undercover underneath guys. All that will need to be removed so we can drain the coolant. So stay with us, we'll explain how to do that and we'll continue with the next step. So first let's explain guys. Here we're going to get a few tools and we'll start removing the engine undercover. So we're starting with 8mm socket guys, okay, and we will need to start removing things now, okay. A few screws here and there, you will see towards the back, that's towards the transmission side on that X4, X3 will be the same way, other BMWs will be very close procedure as well guys. So, okay, let's see this one now. Okay, our machine is having a little bit tough time, but sometimes when we hit it in the ground it starts working. So let's see if that will be the case again. Let's tap it one more time in the ground and see if it's going to take care of it or we need to replace the battery. Okay, all we had to do is just tap it one more time. Battery is still good, so let's go ahead. Okay, and remove that one there. Okay, and this one. Okay, we see we're there, perfect. Okay, it came out just like this one. Next we need to remove one on the other side, the same thing. So we're removing that one now there. Okay, wear eye protection guys, because here you will have sand, dirt in that cover quite a bit, okay. You will have some in the middle, I can see right there. Try to hold them, okay, straight, not to strip them. So here we're on this one. And we have a few in the front guys, okay, towards the bumper here that we need to remove. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, let's see if we have more here. One more in that corner. Okay, and now let's see if we can slide it back. Okay, we're gonna have one more. That looks like it's a 10. Okay, perfect. And one more nut like this on the other side. And it's going to drop, so kind of like hold it with your hand. Be prepared for things to leak out sometimes. Dirt, dust, oil. It's a BMW. Kind of like they always drip a little bit. So we're ready here. So guys, here underneath now on that X3 X4, it will be the same way. That's the intercooler, right? Instead of the radiator, that's intercooler. The radiator is right above it. Now we'll be replacing thermostat, guys. Okay, we'll be replacing the thermostat, which is right here, and we need more room to get to it as well. So this is way for us to drain the coolant. We will attempt to remove the intercooler. Okay, that's the intercooler. From what I see, it attaches, guys, okay, with two screws on this side. That's one, that's the outlet hose, and the inlet hose is on this side. Okay, and two more on that side, screws. Once we remove it, we'll be easily accessing the radiator, and we're actually going to free space for the thermostat so we can reach it as well. So that's the outlet hose, that spring. We're going to pull it out. Okay, and once you guys pull it out to a certain position, it should stay there. When that happens, we should be able, okay, to pull that hose out, which is, by the way, a very limited space. Okay, it came loose. You can see that hose is loose. Now let's do the same thing to this side. Okay, I want to show you this one. It's the one right there. Okay, that's the one. So we need to do exactly the same thing, guys. Okay, you can see we're going to pull it until it's stuck in place. One side, then the other side, kind of like thing, until it's stuck there. Okay, it doesn't go anywhere. Perfect. You can see the spring is loose. Let me see. I pushed it back in. I'll get it out, and I just need to push the hose up. So guys, we're going to get a torque sturdy, and we're going to attempt to remove the two screws now. Let's see that. One. Okay, let's see the second one now. Okay, now we have two on this side that we need to do. So let me do them quick. On this side you can see this one, so let's hold it just in case. I don't want it to drop and break something. Okay, that one is on my shoulder. Let me see if I can reach that one, or I have to. Okay, this one came out too. Okay, let's see now. Okay, go to the back, slide to the back a little bit. You see, okay, to the back, right there. We have one thing holding. Let me show you. Okay, on this side, okay, right here. Okay, right there, you need to lift up, slide back. Okay, and it came loose. Now, let me see. We have the hoses pre-loosened. Okay, 1 second. Here, the rubber seal on the bottom. We don't want to crack it. We don't want to break things. So let's see if it's going to come off. And it did, guys. You can see, just like this one. So you can see, guys, the intercooler came out just like this one. There is tricks to working on these BMWs. You don't have to take the whole car apart to do things. You can see how easy practically that thing was. 2 hoses, 4 screws, and under the engine cover, that came out just like that, guys. So that's how we do it on BMW X3 X4 for any of you needing help with that. So what we guys need to do now, the first step, you need to disconnect the cable, the main cable for the fan. You see right here, that's the cable. You need to keep your fingers out of the fan. It can turn on at any time. So let me just disconnect it, and I will show you quick, guys, okay, how you do that. You see these 2 things, okay, right there. You need to press them at the same time and pull it out. If it's stuck, press them, push down all the way, because you have that rubber yellow seal, then press and then release. Now, here on top we have one screw that we need to remove, okay, that holds the fan. Let's go ahead, do that one quick and I'll show you. We have one more that's a little bit hidden. Careful not to drop them, guys. Okay, that's what we are doing now. Okay, it's out, just like this one. Now, we have exactly the same thing. Let me just get an extension quick, because there is one more that we need to do. And that one is for the transmission cooler right here. You see that screw? That's the one that we need to go ahead and remove too. So, let's go ahead, do that one now. And that should come out. You just have to be careful not to move things around too much. Okay, perfect. I'll drop the screw there. Great. Now, here we're going to pull that one a little bit to the side. Let me see if it has enough room to come off. Okay, make sure we don't have another thing holding it in place. Okay, it looks like, okay, just to make sure we don't have another one too, guys, because it doesn't want to. Oh, it did move. I guess it did move. Let me see. It looks like we have something else still holding it there. So let me inspect quick and we'll continue. So guys, here now under that hose, once we remove it, we will clearly show you guys, but there is one plastic clip that we need to press on, and when we do that, okay, we should be able to grab on that fan. Okay, and the fan, okay, let me see. I hope it popped back in place. The fan should start going up. Give me a second. Okay, here to figure it out, guys. So okay, so we know exactly what we are doing here. Okay, let me see on this side if we got everything going. On this side, if it's pre-loosening. It looks like on this side it's getting loose. Only thing that's still holding is on this side here, and I see that clip here. Okay, so I'll try to push it in again. Let me see if it has one more somewhere holding it in place, because I think that's actually the only one, guys, holding there. I think it is the only one, the only piece holding there. But it looks like it's still stuck some. So guys, that was the only thing holding right here, that clip right there. So we pushed on it, we'll show you once we get it out. The cooler separated from the radiator fan. Now, that's the oil hoses right here, guys, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, okay, and release those, okay? Perfect. And we will see, okay, we might leak oil, so be ready, guys, okay? Be ready to collect it if you leak some. Be careful not to drop anything there as well. But here, okay, one bolt is out. We'll gently pull those things up. One more on this side. Okay, oh, a few drops, but that's pretty good. Now we have all that space. Let me see now here, okay. We're going to hold the hoses there, and we're going to attempt to pull it out now here. Let's see if we can, if we have enough room to do it, or we need to remove the cross member piece right here, because it might be in the way too. So guys, here now, we're going to remove that upper cross member piece on that BMW here, the X3 X4. Okay, because otherwise we have to disconnect the hose. It will be a big mess to drain the coolant. So we will see if we can do that. So we have 4 bolts on each side. Okay, and we have how many more? We have 3 in the middle right here. Those are with smaller ones, by the way. So let me see now. Once we pre-loosen them, okay, let me get the smaller one now. The smaller ones are right here with the 25s, I believe, or 30, Torx 30, guys. Okay, let me grab it quick. Okay, this one's loose. This one's loose. And this one here, later you need to adjust everything where it used to be, okay? The same way. So let me get this because I will not be able to get them with the impact. One on this side. And we have some here as well. The other ones I might be able to just quickly deal with the impact. Just careful not to drop them, of course. And one on this side, we come on that side, we do exactly the same thing. All right. Give me a second, that one came out, and that crossbar piece, okay, is out of here. You can see just like this one. Now the radiator fan, you gently grab it, gently, 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 and let's see if we will be able to come out here. What else is holding in place? A radiator hose a little bit needs to be pushed out of the way on one side, hose on the other. Okay, and that fan, guys, came out. Check this thing out. Just like this one, radiator fan is out of the car. So guys, with the intercooler removed now, check this thing out. Okay, you see that's the radiator, that's the lower plug. If you have the X3 F25, you're going to have this one. If you don't, you may not have it, so you need to use the other hose to drain it. You may have a dummy plug here, because they sell the universal radiator where you can just install, okay, the dummy plug for anything like that. We're checking here, see what plastic that is. Okay, so that spring now here will need to pop out, and then we're going to drain the coolant. Never drain the coolant, okay, when it's hot. Okay, let the car sit overnight before you work on it, and release the pressure up there. Open the radiator cap, guys. First open the radiator cap slowly. Make sure you don't have any pressure. Make sure the coolant's not hot. It can burn, it can injure you a lot. So we're going to go ahead and open ours. Then we're going to, I have screwdrivers here, yep. And we're going to release that spring. I want to show you. Be prepared for a mess. Wear gloves, eye protection, clean antifreeze, coolant spillage. Okay, let me get the camera. Okay, well, we can see from here. I can set the camera here because coolant, guys, is very poisonous. Animals, people can die if you, okay, get it in your system. So we're going to release the spring here. Now it's a little bit tight, an inconvenient place, but it came up. I'm going to get a big bucket. Make sure nothing goes in the intercooler hose because that will end up in your engine. You can ruin your engine. So we'll get the bucket here, and okay, let me pass the camera here so I can go ahead and reach and disconnect that hose, guys. So we just need to hold the camera here. Okay, perfect. And I will reach now. Okay, and let me get a little bit of a screwdriver to pry. I mean, our radiator is short anyways, right? So not much hope there. But it looks like this hose is quite tight, guys. Okay. Let me see, it's never been removed. Probably we need to install new O-ring there as well. So that's what I'm doing now, trying to remove the hose. Might need to try 2 screwdrivers at the same time. Let me see, one on one side, one on the other too. Okay, get it loose, and it's still stuck, guys. I need to get a little bit of light. Let me see here. Okay, I see some movement, a little bit of movement, so that's good, I guess. Okay, coolant started coming out. Of course, we may not have too much due to the fact that we have a leaking radiator, but we're going to let it drain all the way and we'll continue. Next, we're going to remove the upper hose right here. So the clamp again comes like this one. You grab it. Now those tend to be super stuck, guys. Okay, you can damage your radiator too, so be careful. If it's for replacement, you can be a little bit not so gentle, but be careful for your hose. Okay, super tight, but it's coming loose. I can see it moving. Okay, let me grab the bigger screwdriver. Just very gentle upright, not like this one, obviously. Okay, one more is out. I'm gonna put that one there. We're going to replace the O-rings later. One on this side. Let me get a smaller screwdriver here to pull the spring up. Okay, this one. Super tight, guys. Super tight. The thing is, you cannot twist them left and right because they have a guide, so that's not an option. Trying to see if I can reach here, but I can't anywhere, so eventually. Okay, that spring later we can install it. I'm going to remove it all the way. You're supposed to just pull them up, but you can remove it. So I can grab the hose and I can pull on it. Okay, we have movement, guys, but unfortunately not as much as we would like. Okay, here there is a lip. Not enough. Oh, still working on it. Those things are no fun by any means. Okay, it starts going. I want to get a small screwdriver under the lip here. So I just need a little bit more. Okay, it's coming. Okay, hose is out. Whew, that was an exercise. Now, here guys, we have another screw on the driver's side right there with a Torx 25. That we need to remove. Okay, and we have one on this side, on the passenger side as well. Okay, same thing. Just going to get the ratchet with the extension only, or with the socket without extension, excuse me. Okay, so it's out now. Okay, that radiator is going to move out. Okay, we have the hose here, careful not to break things, and we can pull it. Let me see, it's supposed to come up. On this side I'm holding on the transmission cooler. I think. Give me a second to investigate for a second. Because this side is all the way loose. I just want to check what's happening right there. There is something that's obviously preventing it from coming loose, guys. Okay, that's the intercooler hose here. We got stuck there, so it looks like we need to come up or down, whichever way it goes first, but it's still dripping stuff out of it, so we're trying to drain it all the way. Okay, here I'm caught on the hoses. The radiator is out, guys. Okay, you can see just like this one. So guys, that's how we remove the radiator on that BMW X3 X4. You can see right here, that's a faulty leaking radiator, unfortunately. We're going to go ahead, okay, and replace it now. It's leaking right here on top. But yeah, that's how you guys do it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Never forget to bleed your cooling system. If you don't bleed the cooling system the correct way, you just add coolant, you start driving, you will overheat, destroy your engine. We have complete video on our channel how to bleed the cooling system, because it's very important. Otherwise you're going to develop an air pocket somewhere in the system that will actually cause, guys, the car to overheat. That can cost you thousands of dollars in repairs. If you want to see anything else, let us know. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.